Guys, I finally got a hold of Hytale. And honestly, after playing it, I kind of wanted to make this video to give my first impressions on it. Not necessarily a review per se, because it's still, in early access and everything, but just kind of wanted to give my first impressions, what I thought, and yeah, just kind of go from there. So, as you guys are seeing, this is just some gameplay of it. I was playing with my brother, Electro, and as you can see, there's a little lag with multiplayer right now. Again, it's so new, and at least from what I've seen online, there's so many people trying to play right now. The servers might be strained a little bit, the multiplayer service particularly. So my brother was hosting Worlds, and we were playing together. But you can kind of see it's a little laggy right now. But I kind of wanted to show off some gameplay anyway, just so you guys can see, a little bit of like Hytale and like what you can do and stuff. But first impressions, honestly, it's it's definitely different from Minecraft. I'll say that for sure. Some mechanics are different. I'm trying to think of like something specific. We were just testing like the water bucket thing where you can use a water bucket to like go up, instead of having to build, and it crashed the world that we were playing on. So I'm not sure if that's meant to happen or not. But I know like that maybe that might be one thing that's a little different. Maybe if you're playing on single player, it might work a little better. I haven't really tried it because I got this game and jumped into multiplayer straight away. So if you have a better experience with single player, let me know. But as for what I can tell, yeah, some mechanics are a little different. For some reason, every time when we restart the world, it starts the day back over like at the beginning of the day time. So again, like I said, maybe there's still some things that could be polished. Not really sure. But in terms of like actual gameplay, yeah, this is so sad to watch. I'm trying to break this piece of wood. It's lagging. But in terms of actual gameplay, it's actually pretty fun. I like the building very similar to Minecraft. As you can see, this is what I'm doing in the gameplay of this video, attempting to build a house while I'm lagging. But very similar, the wood chopping, it's kind of like having that one mod where you chop the bottom of the tree and then the whole tree falls down. So it's already implemented into the game. So that's another cool feature. There's already some mods for this game too, by the way, that you can use on CurseForge, but to my understanding, they're only client side, or I'm sorry, server side. So you actually can't use them like if you only have them, if you're playing multiplayer at least. Maybe it works different single player. I mean, I would assume so. But yeah, so you can definitely try that out. But yeah, I'm definitely having fun so far. Me and my brother, again, we're just running a single player world or multiplayer world, I guess, just to test it out and see how it is. And yeah, so far so good. Again, just my first impressions, so I don't really have too much to say. I've only really tried the building. Some of the mobs, definitely combat a little different too, but again, I'll have to put more time into Hytale and see what, what more I think and give a more detailed review of the current state of it, because I know again it's still early access, so things are bound to change. But yeah, in terms of everything that I've tried so far, yeah, building is phenomenal, very similar to Minecraft's. It's literally the first thing I started doing right away. And yeah, I mean, you can even play third person, which is another cool thing. I mean, you could do it in Minecraft too, but this one's a little different because it kind of like puts your character on the side. So it's a little easier to play, because in Minecraft, if you go in third person, you're like directly behind your character, and it's a little harder to play that way. So I know this was like an intended feature for this game, but yeah, overall, it's pretty good so far. Like I didn't really encounter like any bugs, if like at all, besides multiplayer stuff. But again, I understand that because there's so many people trying to play right now. So I guess my recommendation is, if you do end up getting this game, maybe hold off on multiplayer right now, because as you can see from my gameplay, like it's lagging a little bit, maybe because of like how many players are trying to play together and stuff. So I might recommend holding off on multiplayer a little bit right now, and maybe sticking to single player until either people get off, like play during like dead times, like at night or something, or wait until they can fix all this stuff with multiplayer. But otherwise, yeah, pretty good game so far. Everything is very similar to Minecraft, although with its own differences. So, again, I'll have to make a separate review and go over things in detail. But yeah, let me know if you want to see more Hytale stuff. This game has been great so far, and yeah, I just kind of wanted to give a first impression. So far, so good. But anyways, I'll see you guys with the next one. Hopefully review this game. We'll see. Not really sure, but enjoy. Peace.